If you're here for goofs and gaffs, have a listen and have a laugh. These four schmoes here run the show. It's JKT Radio.
Hi guys, welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast, episode 112, and I'm your hostess, the mostest Kira, or Bun, or you know what? I've got myself a tasty treat, not sponsored. And, you know what? I was going to do something else, but you know what? We're going to be tasty treats.
Tasty.
So I'm going to be tasty treats. I'm going to be a crunch bar, because those are magical. I'm joined by my other tasty treats. I've lost to Kris, so you guys get a cat.
Yeah, Kris is currently sleeping because they had, they went to bed
A long
extremely
night.
late.
It's been a long, rough night. Yeah.
A long, rough night that I somehow managed to completely sleep through,
Yeah. So my other tasty treats are McBride.
A heckin' Snickers.
Oh, good old
I
Snickers.
love Snickers.
And Devin.
I'm gonna be a Kit Kat.
Good
Ooh.
old Kit Kat.
Kit Kats are great.
You know what I saw and I keep meaning to buy and I keep forgetting?
What's that?
Oh.
It is a caramel Kit Kat.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, yes. I remember
Those are quite good.
Yeah.
They're in my store right now and I'm like, I need to buy one of those. And I just keep forgetting. Because I don't walk in the queue line if I don't have to.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's like, do I have to? No, I can just walk all the way around and check myself out.
Exactly. It's like, no, I have the power. I can avoid the queue.
I have the power.
Well, especially since I'm like permanently closing lately, the only time I buy stuff is like after the store's closed.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do
I
it.
could hear a fan going. I was like, "What's that?" And I realized it's my PlayStation. PS5 is generally very good with not sounding like an airplane. However, every once in a while, I've noticed ever since I got Lego Star Wars for some reason, when you start up, it's for a minute or so, it's like, and then it calms down.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Lego, I watched the Lego Movie 2 last night.
Have you not seen it before?
I'd seen it. The person I was watching with didn't even know it existed.
Well,
Oh, dear.
For some reason, I remember the first one came out and it was like really fucking good, and everyone was like, "This was amazing. Let's hope for a sequel." And the sequel came out and like nobody talked about it.
It just flew under the...
It was just
And
Yeah.
it
flew
came
under the
and
radar.
went. I don't remember, and I saw it and I was like, "Oh, this is actually quite good." But just nobody talked about it. It was the strangest thing. You wouldn't have even guessed it to come out. Like there was no advertising for it really. Like there was like a couple trailers.
Not
but
really, no.
They did not push it like advertisement.
I don't think you realize you ran.
Hi, Kira's mom. Because that sure as fuck wasn't Kira.
Yep. Unless Kira all of a sudden turned into a ventriloquist, it definitely wasn't.
nah, I can't do ventriloquism. I have tried. I do know that I'm at the point where my voice does carry. And me yelling at the end of the day is better than me talking into an intercom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because my voice can be held through the whole store
Yep.
at the same volume instead of the intercom, which is kind of...
You sound like the adults from Peanuts.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
sadly, I've been told I have the clearest intercom voice, and I'm like, I hate that knowledge.
They should have gotten you in high school to do the whatever those...
The PA announcements?
Yeah.
That was a club, wasn't it, in our
It
high
was
school?
a club for some reason.
We didn't join any clubs.
No, we did. I was in musical theater until I wasn't.
I think I did one sport in grade 8, and that's the only
I
club
did
or sport I
cross
did.
country because I was young and stupid. I was like, if I do a sport, maybe people will like me. And so I chose cross country. And people still didn't really like me, but I got more in shape.
I remember I was in track and field in elementary school, and literally the only reason why I got in, because like, everybody in the school knows who the athletes are, and like even in elementary school, it's like you know who the athletes are. But the only reason why I got myself in was because during a gym class we were meant to do 4 laps around the field, and then we can just play on the playground because whatever. But no, my dumbass decided to just keep going. So
Child brain.
I just ran laps the entire time. I think I ended up doing like 15 or some ridiculous number like that. I just like Forrest, I just fucking ran. And then the teacher comes up to me afterwards. It's just like, we got a track and field race coming up. Do you want to join? I'm like, okay. It's just like, I just want to run. That was it.
Gotta burn that energy.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, it was like, yep, that was fun. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
I know I got asked to join track and field for, what was it, high jump.
Oh, yeah.
In my half-broken leg that we didn't know was broken at the time.
Ooh.
My leg don't work.
Oh, dear.
But I can jump. It comes with having to scale counters.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. It's valid. Because, yeah, I never did. I don't think I ever did track and field.
It was semi-mandatory in elementary school. Like, it was a whole unit where, like, for, like, 2 weeks, everyone did those track things. You had to do high jump, you had to do long jump, you had to do track, you had to do shot put. I hated shot put.
Yep.
Shot put always terrified me because that to me seemed like the one thing that could, like, easily go horribly wrong.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Like, you're literally just, like, have a little cannonball and are just chucking it.
Did.
Yep.
Like,
So the part that terrified me is the way that our field and system was all set up is, you know how accident prone I am and how unlucky I am?
yes.
Elementary school, I got sent to the nurse's office at least once a week.
Ooh.
We had gym class, like, every day except one. Just because our teacher the last 2 years of elementary school just really enjoyed gym class because he could just... We played soccer 90% of the time. We played whatever we wanted, but he just liked gym class. But, so, shot put was facing the long jump. You were throwing the balls towards the people doing long jump.
Oh, God. You like, so you just, can you imagine someone just, like, doing long jump and in the, like, right in the middle of the air as you're going, you just get, like, a cannonball slams into you.
You're doing a
Okay, so
backflip and...
Yep.
When I say it's pointing towards long jump, it's pointing towards the people waiting in the line. 'Cause we have to line up
okay,
to
yeah.
do the You do not... Yeah, you fucked.
Because, like, the shot put balls, at least from what my memory was of the shot put balls that we had in elementary school,
They're heavy.
those could kill you.
Oh, yeah.
If they
Oh, yeah.
landed on your skull, you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember how many pounds they were. They were...
Enough.
Enough. I can... Tiny me could lift them, but also I can lift a horse.
Yeah, you're strong.
Not actually a horse, people. I've never tried. But... Yeah. Like, I have no problem lifting these.
Yeah.
But I can lift my own body weight.
Mm-hmm.
With 0 problems.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Good
man.
Good times.
Good time.
times. Elementary school, mandatory track and field times.
Elementary, you know when you think, I think back into like elementary school and like there were so many things that were just, you think, look back, like that was really weird. Why the fuck did we do that? Like, although we did, in my elementary school, we did a really awesome thing. We had like a forest that kind of circled around our elementary school. And so sometimes when we did gym, we would just do either capture the flag or manhunt. So we literally just went off into a forest and hunted each other because that's how manhunt works.
Manhunt's fun.
And because I remember, years later when I'm in theaters watching the first Hunger Games, and I'm like, oh shit, it's like Manhunt, except you actually die.
It's like, where have I seen this before?
Yeah, where have I seen this before?
Ah, yes.
Be terrifying going around and be like, oh yes, let's get a bunch of like, 11 to 13-year-old like bows and spears and swords.
We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be
It'll be
Fine.
fine.
It'll be
We're all
fine.
fine here. How are you?
Everything's fine. I remember having to do Predator versus Prey in outdoor school,
Oh yeah.
and where you literally went into the woods.
Yep. We went into
That
a
was
big
terrifying.
grass field where the grass was like tall
Yeah.
enough to you could actually hide just in the grass.
Oh, you could go beyond that.
Oh yeah, you could go beyond it, but I just remember like it would be like the forest around it, but then this big field where it was just big field full of just long grass. That depending on how tall or short you were, you could actually just hunker down. It'd be like the
people's
raptors in
reference-
Jurassic Park.
Clever guy. For people's references, I've been 5 feet since I was about 12. And I went to outdoor school, I think, in grade 10 again. So, what is that, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah. The grass comes to my shoulders.
Yeah,
I am 5 feet.
it is that.
It is that tall. Like, I kind of just crouched and I was gone. And this is before my hair was always fun colors, so it was like brown blonde.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Yeah.
I think I found a perfect hiding spot during that game. There was a big fir tree that was like super low to the ground. The bushes, like the bottom leaves were actually touching the ground. But if you rolled under it, there was a big dip
Ooh.
where someone my size could lie down fully comfortably. But you couldn't see me
Yeah.
because the leaves on the outside were touching the ground. I'm like,
It's like,
I got
and now we wait.
all of the resources I needed, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here for the next 30 minutes. And that's what I did. I saw one of my friends who was just as small, and they're running. I'm like, I made like the hush noise. I'm like, stop. And like, what? I'm like, there's nobody here. Stop. I'm like, where are you? I'm like, do you have all your resources? Yes. Where are you? I kind of pull up the fronds. I'm like, get down. Chill with me. Stop.
Oh,
Nice.
that's great. Oh dear. I remember we had a little foresty bit behind our elementary school. I remember one day before we could go out to lunch, like I guess the principal had told the teachers is like, don't let the kids out because there's a bear on the field.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
was just like good to know. So of
That's
course,
happened
as soon as like any of the teachers mentioned, it's like you can't go outside. There's a bear on the field. All of the kids just slam against the window to try and see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we've had that once or twice at my elementary school. I do remember when there was a bear, I guess, in one of the students actually, their house was really just across the street from the elementary school, and a bear had climbed a tree in their yard. And we were all just, like you said, by the window watching. I think we eventually.
Yeah.
This is back
Yeah.
when they let like the bear aware people into our schools.
Oh yes.
To just
Yeah.
be like, hey, we're gonna give you the stupidest fucking advice for dealing with these bears. And you're gonna internalize and you're gonna go home and your parents are gonna be like, that's all horseshit.
It's like that's all wrong.
Yeah. Amazing. Every word in that sentence was wrong.
Exactly.
Because literally they'd be like, you know what, when you see a bear, you just slow down and you try to talk to the bear. And I'm like, slow down? Sure.
I'm sorry. Massive doubt.
Don't turn your back? Yeah, that's a given. Even though for one time I was run into a bear, the first thing I did was just like, turn around, walk home, because I was
It's
just
like
right in
time
front of
to
my
go.
house.
Yeah.
Just like, nope, all of those facts you told me were just out. And I'm like,
No.
turning around should be a good idea. Yeah. Bearware people were
Goddamn.
very funny. Did you ever get the bearware people, Kira?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I got cougar awareness.
Well, that's a whole different thing.
Not that kind. I don't need that kind.
It's an opportunity for a lame joke, and I took it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my god, did I ever tell you guys about the time I was in a stage play back when it was my first year of university, and like on the side I did like an acting gig for a dinner theater thing. I think I've talked about the dinner theater thing before. Because it's a terrible idea.
So, I don't know about
Oh,
it.
you don't know about
either.
this? Oh god. So yeah, back in like the first year of elementary school, I was still like, there was like a little part of me that think maybe I'll do acting. And the further I got into the rest of like, you know, like the film industry and stuff like that, I'm like, why would I ever want to do that?
This sounds like a horrible idea.
It sounds like yes, like nine times out of 10 you try to get into acting and
You don't.
you don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to discourage anyone listening from trying to get into acting, it can be
Still
it
try.
can be very fun. Like it's never a terrible experience as long as you just prep yourself for a lot of rejection and a lot of
Yes,
doing
oh my God.
other things on the side. So this is like one of the few acting jobs I did where I actually got paid.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
They literally would like hand you. So basically, where we were, it was like a dinner theater show. Where I can't even remember. All I remember is because I knew the director of the stage play 'cause I did theater work with her, you know, when I was younger. And back when I did the theater work, I got weirdly pigeonholed into playing gay people and women. And the thing is, all I did was I was a child, so all I did was I just played like stereotypical gay people.
Of course,
And
that's
I'm just
what
like,
you know.
Yeah, I'm a child. This is all that I know. You know, obviously, you know, one bisexual awakening later, like, oh, Devin, what the fuck are you doing?
He's like, what the fuck?
You're already queer. And so there was a character in this production that was a flamboyant gay man who had like multiple personalities, and he acted them out through sock puppets. And my theater director just was like, I know who'd be perfect for that. And so I did it, and I think there were like lofty goals for this, maybe to like, you know, be like a touring show. No, God bless it. It was when you invite people to a dinner theater show, they are going there for food. They do not give a shit about about the show that's going on. It was a really kind of disheartening experience sometimes because you'd be working like really hard, like acting as the character, and everyone would be looking like, dude, I just want to fucking eat. Leave me the fuck alone. And yeah, that went for about a month, and during the summer, and then I went back to second year of university. I think that's what it was. Yeah, and but that's right. That's because I realized I had left the point I actually went into the story with. Good old ADHD go brr. So the night my parents went to come to see the show.
Oh no.
There was a section of it where we did karaoke and there was dancing. That we invited people to come up, and also like all of the people who came were like either like middle-aged dudes with like, you know, Real Housewives type of, you know, wives, or mistresses. Who knows? I'm not judging. But there was a lot of like older men and like middle-aged, like there were stereotypical cougars were there, which was fine. But then we're dancing, and I see my parents are sitting down and having dinner, and suddenly I'm getting grinded on by like a 40-something-year-old woman who missed the fact that my character was very obviously gay.
Oh no.
It was just funny. Like I'm realizing that this is what acting entails you for. Sometimes you're getting grinded on in front of your parents, and it's a little bit like, oh.
That's an awkward situation. I love it.
It's an awkward situation. Well, I can only imagine what it must be like for those like big mainstream actors who do like lots of like love scenes, and then having to basically like, hey, here, fam.
Right? Yeah.
Well, was it the, I can't remember the actor's name, the character who played McLovin in Superbad?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
His mom had to be present for
Yeah,
the
because
sex
that's
scene.
a rule. If you're under 18, a parent has to be on set at all times.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh no.
That must have been awkward.
You better have some real chill parents.
Right? Like, holy shit.
Well, if your parents letting you play in a movie called Superbad and knows anything about the plot, you
Or
better.
the-
That's
Or the
true.
script.
That's very true.
Yeah, you better.
I keep trying to pop Snowcloud's head up so we have like good cat cam, but
Oh, there she is.
It's fine. She'll move. I noticed the last
No.
time there was a cat cam, she actually moves quite a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like sound asleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's very dead to the world.
Just a pair of ears, and it's just like, I hear you, but I choose not to listen.
I hear you, but I choose not to care.
Exactly.
I understand that you were there. You
were
need to
the-
understand that I don't care.
You're there, I am here, and it'll stay that way.
Yep.
Oh no, unless I leave the room for more than like 2 minutes, then it will not stay that way.
Oh, yeah. Then she'll follow.
Yeah, that's
I got like a 1 to 2 minute cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like Kiki. If Kris decides to leave the house for any amount of time, Kris will leave. Boomy will see this and be like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep, or I'm gonna be being a little shit." But he'll go off and do his thing. Kiki will wait for a minute, and then she will go to the door and just meow sorrowfully, repeatedly, just on a broken record. Because,
Baby.
yeah, no, it's adorable, and it's kind of like, oh, Kiki. It's so good. And especially sometimes it'll be awkward because I'm like, Kiki, I am still here. You have company.
But it's not the same.
Yeah.
But it's
No,
not
I'm
the same.
alone. Just orphaned here. It's like, I'm right here, all alone.
I'm a rolling stone. I'm a moving on.
See, I'm told she's not too bad when I leave the house, but if I leave this room, she will follow me into the other room eventually.
Yep. Yep.
Also, I McBride, I'm never allowed to turn my camera anymore for you.
No.
No.
Why?
You can't see, you don't like what's over there.
Oh, is it because it's a snake?
Here's the face. I was waiting for the face with no reaction.
Goddamn
Danger
snakes.
noodle.
Yes,
Danger
Danger
Noodle.
Noodle. God damn it. What?
Ass.
Ah.
Very dangerous. You go first.
Very dangerous noodles. No, because the lizard finally went.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Danger Noodle is there now, keeping me company.
Mm-hmm. Snake.
Oh, also I have another one real quick before we... So, on Wednesday? So the day the last podcast went out,
Okay.
I went to the weed store and I got way too high.
Oh yes,
That was
I remember.
Wednesday.
Was this was on Wednesday? Yeah, you were.
You saw me at the end.
I saw you at
You
the
missed
end.
the best part. But there was someone asked for a photo while I was not in the right state of how big Winnie was.
Aha.
So I took the photo of me on the floor for scale. Me on the floor for scale is because his daughter is also 5 feet, so he knows how big I am.
Yeah.
So
It-
in general,
It's like
a good
it's like
scale
banana
line.
for scale, but it's Kira for scale.
Kira for scale. So there's those. I will put those in the chat for McBride to use.
Oh, he's a big boy. There's like the second one. He's like mid-attack.
There's, I think Vince took like 10 photos.
Yeah.
So he's a big boy.
Like there's so many.
Big adorable
I'm really excited
puppers.
to eventually meet him in person.
Big puppy.
He's a big boy.
Big puppy is, I think he turns 7 months tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
If he stood on his hind legs, do you think he would be as tall as me?
He's my
Probably.
height right now.
Ah. Yeah, I'm a little...
I think his face comes to like face to face with me.
Yeah, I'm like 5'11".
So he'll probably at least get his paws to your shoulders, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 5'11", if not just bridging 6.
Yeah.
I say that because for some reason I'm just like, no, I'm tall.
It's okay. My parents keep
wanna be tall.
proclaiming that I'm 5'9", and he's like, sure, I'll take it. Last time I measured, I'm like 5'8", and he's just like, you know what? You want to give me an extra inch? I'll take it.
I'll
That's
just
what
sit
she
here
said.
all sad at the bottom of the scale.
It's okay, Kira, you'll feel better. Yesterday we went over to my parents' place because my aunt was over. She's 4'10", 4'11".
Oh.
She's very tiny.
I get to be tall.
Like, I realized it had been a while since I've seen her last, and I forgot that I actually have to, like, bend down to give her a hug.
Liz, you want a cameo?
Oh,
Hello, Boomy. Boomy,
Boomy
come on.
cam.
Higher up. Apparently it's a Boomy.
There it is. Hey, buddy.
There he is.
That was just a perfect pop-up.
It
too.
really was.
Aw.
It was like, yes. Yes, hello.
Yes, I am Booby. Hello.
I'm here to be a little shit.
I am here to be a little shit.
Exactly.
I'm here to cause problems on purpose.
Well, you know what? I also like causing problems on purpose, so who's ready for a
I
line?
was
We
gonna try
are.
and swing something like that. Damn it.
Boomy is going to play. In Chris's place, Boomy will
Chris's
play.
steed, or stead rather.
Chris's steed. Alright.
Oops.
Oh,
I need to buy like actual glass cleaner and just leave it on my desk.
you're so majestic.
Yeah, you do.
I also need to clean my desk.
That too.
Like you can see part of the mess, like that is the Gatorade bottle. It's
Yeah.
empty, by the way.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Chris's alarm is going. It's been going off
Oh,
for
I
like the
hear
last
it, yeah.
like half an hour, and I'm just
Go
like,
turn off the
turn it
tinkling.
off.
Yeah.
No, you can hear
Go
it.
turn off the tinkling.
Yeah. We'll kill time. Don't worry.
Give me 2 seconds. Kill some time.
Pretty sure we can kill time.
Oh, absolutely, we can kill time.
We're very good at killing time. We're like, what, 50 episodes on good on killing time?
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, if you would like to comment down below and you watch JKT Gaming, let us know what Zelda game you want us to play next.
Yes. Because your boy finally has himself a heckin' Switch.
That means I am not the hands. I get to commentate and be the brain.
Exactly, which means because I did the whole online Nintendo thing, and so I have access to Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask,
And every game before
and
that.
every game before that. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So those two are extreme possibilities now. So leave a comment.
Well, we did our plug.
possibilities.
Yes,
It's all good. We did a plug. we wasted
you'll
time.
have to watch back in order to find out what we did.
Yep.
All right, how about some heckin' lines?
Yeah.
For those of you who have never played What's in a Line or seen us play What's in a Line, basically I gave my two contestants who are going to try and scoop all the points while Kris is gone. The opening verse or verse 1 of a song, as well as later on the chorus and some random facts about a song, and they have to guess the song from that. We have one from the Canadian Top 100 and another song that I pulled out of the depths of the internet. That's everybody's favorite song every time.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then for Devin to get points, I also have a movie quote in there where they have to guess both the movie and the character, not the actor who said the line.
Yep.
Which I feel like this line could be either the hardest one in a while or way too easy.
Alrighty then.
Mm-hmm. I say that, and I think last time we played this was the Green Knight, which caused everyone pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was funny.
It was, Green Knight was irritating because I literally had the Blu-ray at the bottom of the pile right next to me. I was just like, oh, it's right there. I still haven't seen it.
But there it is,
Still
god
haven't seen
damn it.
It'd be right there.
It's right there. Alright, I have these in the wrong order. I do. Alright, so you guys ready for your opening line?
Let's do it.
It's like, let me find out.
Are you ready?
I'm trying to find the way the lyrics always set up. They don't put the chorus. They don't put the song in the right order, and I gotta find the chorus.
Oh yes,
so I'm like,
okay.
Because I can't remember if the chorus is the opening line
Gotta
or not.
love it when songs do that, right?
Yeah. Isn't it great?
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fuck normal song
Alright, I
structures.
found it.
Okay.
Right.
You're insecure. You don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk through the door. You don't need makeup to cover up.
Is this One
Being
Direction?
the way that you are is not. It is One
Yeah.
Direction.
Don't you know you're beautiful?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I was gonna say, it's like, this sounds familiar, but why?
I want to say that McBride has almost the whole title. That is not quite it.
Don't you know
It's
you're
not quite
beautiful?
it.
That's not.
It is not actually the name of the song. Nope. It's not the name of the song, but that is very close. I might give it to you, but you guys can keep guessing. So the reason I picked this song is because it's been playing once an hour at my work.
That'll do
Oh.
it. That'll do it. Oh, crap. Okay. What the hell?
Yeah.
Because I know it's in the chorus, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes you
It's
beautiful?
not,
There it
That
is. I'm like going
I'm like,
over the
is it-
chorus in my head. And it's like, because there's one line where it's like, don't you know you're beautiful? And it's like, that's what makes you. There it is.
You want to know?
didn't even need my
the
wiki.
whole reason I got that was because I saw a TikTok where it used that song like 2 days ago.
Excellent.
And all it used was just the first 2 words of the song because it was someone dealing with their anxiety. And anxiety just goes, "You're insecure."
I just imagine it's just like the first 2 lines, but the rest of the song is still playing. It's like, you're insecure. Ba-da, ba-da, da-da.
All right. So for the song I pulled out of the depths of the internet, this song is actually worth 4 points.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna fucking get it.
All right, you guys ready?
Hopefully.
Sure.
Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you when.
I got nothing.
Hello. Hey, you know what? Fuck it.
Yep, do it.
No.
I love the slow inhale. That was fantastic.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a little hard because once again, there's no wiki for this.
Oh,
Fantastic.
no. Wonderful.
Yeah. So there's a cover of the song done by an actor, and it's actually good.
Okay, then it isn't who.
Not famous at the actor, not famous at the time, but could be considered famous now.
Okay, that's good, because I was originally going to be like Machine Gun Kelly, but then you
Oh,
said he was
fuck
good.
off.
I'm like, there you go.
Yeah. All right, I'm just going to throw these 2 movies out there. Sing. Sing 2. Okay.
Boogaloo.
I just want.
I see what
You said it was an actor
All right.
who did a cover, and it's just like, that's the only one that comes to mind.
All right, I'll give you guys what is called the hook and not the chorus
Oh,
here.
okay.
I'll send you my love on a wire, lift you up every time. Everyone, ooh.
Everyone, ooh.
Everyone, ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, Denali, golly, what a day.
Oh,
You guys are gonna kick yourself so hard.
do you know any other facts?
So the 4 points are worth the band,
Yeah.
the song title, the cover band,
Okay.
as well as the movie it was in.
Okay.
Those are what the 4 points
Okay.
are. The cover band is in the movie that it was in.
What year did this movie come out?
It's not about the movie though, it's about the song. The song came out in 2010
Okay.
by the original band.
Okay. And then was
Also, the song was available on the band's MySpace page.
oh, it's that old.
Oh
God.
boy. Oh boy.
Okay. So,
Oh, I didn't know this, but the band is actually Canadian.
Oh.
okay.
I didn't know that until now.
I don't know that many Canadian bands that are more obscure.
10 seconds. They're from Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, it's like naming a not well known Canadian band. Like that's a lot of Canadian bands.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
The
Canadian bands.
Beaches. I know it was right at the buzzer, but
It is not.
okay.
So, the movie was Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Son of a
I
bitch.
haven't seen it.
Oh, you've never
I'm
seen
actually
Scott
surprised.
Because that feels like that would be
The-
up your alley.
I think I've seen
Yeah.
clips of it. I've
The-
never seen the whole thing.
It's worth it a
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
It holds up well even
Yeah.
now. The cover band was called The Clash, which was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The singer was Brie Larson, who sang it.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
She played Scott Pilgrim's ex, who was in the band. Yep. I didn't know that till this morning. But the actual song and band who did it is Metric,
Oh, I love fucking Metric. God damn it.
and the song was Black Sheep.
Oh
don't-
shit!
I
I
don't
actually
know that
know.
song, but-
Everyone had been clamoring to get the Brie Larson version released on Spotify because people really like the Brie Larson version.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's happened yet, but I kept
I don't
hearing
know.
about it.
I can't find it.
Oh shit!
Yep.
That makes. I don't know what that makes me feel, but it's something.
Something. Yeah. Yeah. It popped up on my YouTube when, I let YouTube run for 100 years and then it started
Yes.
playing Scott Pilgrim, and I'm like, okay, this is where we're at
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
I know. Very nice.
Oh,
Oh,
Any other input? Yes.
yes.
good.
any other input? I am a cat.
I know. You want my hand? Will that make you feel better?
Mlam, mlam,
Yes.
mlam.
Sorry, that needed to be addressed. It's very important.
Of
news.
course, of course. All cat news is important news.
That's a point for me. Whole song worth 4 points. I get a
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Yeah, I got one.
I got one. Alright. And it wasn't as obscure as it could have been.
Not
No.
really.
Because I have actually, now you say the name, I'm like, shit, I actually know what song you're talking about.
But because it's spoken,
Yeah.
and then instead of to the beat of the...
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. You guys ready for your quote?
All right, let's
Yes.
do it.
You did it, you crazy son of a bitch. You did it.
Ha! Why do I know this?
There are so many movies where that line is used.
Actually,
Jurassic
I found
Park?
one of... Correct.
I was gonna say.
That is
I was
the
gonna
oldest
say
one I could
Independence
find.
Day, but
Ian-
okay.
Jurassic Park, Ian Malcolm.
Yeah,
It is.
I was gonna say
yeah,
it's Jeff Goldblum, but I couldn't remember his name.
Mr. Malcolm.
I always remember
Yeah,
his
doesn't
name in Jurassic Park because I always remember that line when he goes out of the car with the flare and Sam Neill just goes, Ian, freeze!
Oh yeah.
The other, if I was looking, like, I want to do something iconic, and I was like,
I mean, yeah.
take off my
Yeah,
time.
that'll do it.
Jurassic Park. The other line I was going to use is because I didn't want to take any of, like, the really good genetic
Mm-hmm.
lines because it's too obvious. The other one was, you're going to sanitize your hands after that, right? After she sticks her hand in the dino poop.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
one big pile of shit.
It's one big bash. So I can't remember this, but the big animatronic T-Rex has been known, because it's one big structure,
Yeah.
to randomly turn itself on and go on rampages.
Oh, excellent.
Oh man.
It has something to do with, like, once it gets wet, it malfunctions a little.
So of course his big scene in her big scene in the rain, and apparently the bit where it goes after the kids in the car and it busts through the glass of the car. That glass
It wasn't supposed to do that.
supposed to break.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to do that. It just did.
I sense a new Jurassic version of FNAF coming.
Well, they already did a new Five Nights at Freddy's, didn't they? And, like, all
There's
of them are
so many
buff.
of them.
They're all buff.
It's like a prequel, I think, where
Yeah.
it's like before it got shut down, and they're like all
Oh yeah.
I don't like that.
they're all bait. It's all
I
bait.
do not like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it with a house. I do not like it with a mouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Why does the internet need to be horny about everything?
Because then the internet wouldn't exist.
This is true.
The internet is for porn.
This is very.
To quote
Exactly.
to quote a musical, the internet is for
Yeah.
porn.
Oh my god! I watched a movie last night. It was one of the best / worst things I've ever seen. It was on Amazon Prime. It's called Moonfall.
Okay.
It was a Roland Emmerich movie. So like the guy who did like Independence Day, like the Day After Tomorrow, stuff like that. And it works very much the same. The premise of this movie being the moon is actually hollow and is
Alright.
going out of its orbit and will proceed to literally spin around the Earth. It gets pulled into the Earth's orbit and is starting to spin around the Earth and slowly break apart and like rain like meteors down upon it until eventually just crashes into the Earth. That is the basic premise. I'm not going to say where the movie goes from there, other than the fact that they try to then fly up in a half-working rocket ship and then drop an EMP device into the core of the Earth, the moon, for reasons that I won't explain. However, I will also say it had one of the greatest lines of dialogue I have ever heard spoken towards the end of the movie, and I feel like it gives a good summary of like where the movie goes from the basic premise. It's a line literally reads, "We saved your consciousness. You're part of the moon now." It was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I'm sorry. What is this called?
It's called Moonfall. And it's got like,
Moonfall.
it's not like, it's a proper high budget movie. It's got like Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry are in it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Donald Sutherland shows up for one scene and then just pieces. Samuel Tarly from Game of Thrones is in it. It's also like, there are like multiple lines. I'm like, man, Elon Musk is awesome. And I'm like, oh, okay, I see how this movie got funded.
I have a question though.
Oh yes.
I have like a serious question. The moon is already in the Earth's orbit. That's how the moon works.
Oh yeah. They don't mention that. Because there's this whole thing about how it's like, oh yeah, don't you notice how like the sun and the moon are like exactly far enough apart from each other to properly function? If they were any closer or farther away, it would everything would just collapse. So it obviously had to have been like man-made or alien-made, and they run with this. And the best part is like the moon literally gets so close to the Earth. At one point, it's literally like you look up and it's like it's kind of like Majora's Mask. I think that's the Zelda game where things coming.
Yeah.
It's literally. Oh my god! It's literally fucking Majora's Mask. It's Majora's Mask, except it doesn't have a big angry face on it. But it's literally like coming like so close. You look up and it's like the moon is literally like breaking through the clouds and it's like, skimming the mountain tops. And it's like it's creating its own gravity, so it's like things are exploding and then getting sucked up towards the moon. There's a car chase that goes on, and like there's a big truck that explodes, and it looks like it's gonna crush the vehicle, but then the gravity just lifts it up just enough so that it goes over the car that's still driving somehow, even though everything else is being lifted up. It's an amazing film. It is garbage in the best possible way.
I have to watch this.
It's amazing.
Oh my god.
You made me literally turn around, and I just kind of.
And I haven't mentioned the big plot twist in it, and I will not, because you got to see that shit for yourself. I can guarantee you will not see its fucking plot twist coming.
Oh dear. Okay. I definitely have to watch this thing. Holy shit.
Excellent.
You're part of the moon now.
I already have a movie lined up for tonight. Don't change it. I think I have.
What movie do you have lined up?
It's called The Big Bug. Some kind of computer virus movie.
Oh, watch Moonfall instead. I can guarantee you'll get something out of it.
I don't think I want to. It also depends on what it is on, because it's like I have Prime, but they don't.
Oh, it's on Amazon. I got it off Amazon Prime, so
yeah.
because it actually came out in theaters back earlier this year, and it was one of those ones that would came out to streaming really quickly afterwards. It was a special time.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Also, finally saw the Lion King sequel. I had never seen The Lion King 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
I've never seen Kiara.
No, I knew it existed. I was aware of that it happened. And honestly, as far as Disney sequels go, it's quite good.
I liked it. It was a good sequel.
It was. It did make me laugh because I knew about this line beforehand because it's on Tumblr a lot of the time, but it's the one where what's his name, Scar's son, but it's not his son because that would make it incest.
Kovu?
Kovu, thank you. Because actually, apparently, when they were making that movie, he was originally going to be Scar's biological son until I think the head of Disney at the time just went, "Hang on, wouldn't that make it incest?" And they were like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, Scar's biological son is there. You see him.
Oh yeah, is he
they talk
the
one that looks all mangled?
The jitter one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's literally Scar and Zira's son.
But he has that line where Kiara, the daughter, goes off with him, and he has that line we're gonna start a pride all of our own. I was aware of that line, but then you watch the movie and you realize, oh, they know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was just a line that is just okay, they don't know quite what they're saying there. No, they do.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing as it's the same thing as in the first one where she gives me the fuck me eyes.
Yeah.
And it's oh.
Yeah, and I think a few years ago they made a Lion King TV show.
They did, yeah. It's the Lion Guard or something like that.
The Lion Guard, and it takes place between. So there's a time skip in the show. So part of it takes place between movie 1 and 2, and the rest of it takes place after movie 2.
Are you telling me the Lion King has lore?
Yeah, there's actual Lion King lore, and Simba actually has 3 kids. The first one died.
What?
Yeah. I might be a little iffy because, I never watched Lion Guard except random clips on YouTube just because they decided to pop up when I was trying to find a Lion King song.
That'll do it.
I want to listen to Zero's Lullaby. I like it. It's got
Fun fact.
banger.
Zero's Lullaby, we were going through the credits. I'm like, oh, who wrote Zero's Lullaby? Fucking Joss Whedon.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah.
The fuck?
I'm like, oh no. Why did it have to be him? You told me
Yeah.
that like 5 years ago. I've been like, oh, cool. But things have happened.
Things have changed.
Things have changed.
Yeah, so if I'm remembering the weird bits of lore I got correctly, there were 3 children. And I believe I can't remember the eldest's name, but he died. He got killed. And then I think it's Kiara and then Keon, which is the Lion Guard one.
I see, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not. It's not before between Lion King 1 and 2. It's during the time skip in Lion King 2 when it's like baby
yeah.
and then adult. The time skip that I'm thinking of. That's where it takes place.
I see, okay.
And also Scar used to be good and was part of the Lion Guard but got possessed by some kind of evil spirit thing, which made him evil.
Okay.
Disney does realize that people can just be shitty.
Like, that's just a thing that can happen, right?
It's a thing that can happen. You don't have to
Oh,
just
yeah.
be like, oh no, he was good once. I'm like, he doesn't act like Scar acts like someone who's always been shitty and will continue to be shitty until the day he dies.
I think he was always kind of a prick, but I think the way they did it is he used to be the head of the Lion Guard. And then he became even shittier.
Did they make
And they stopped the Lion Guard.
Did they make him Saruman?
From what I could understand from all the clips, I think so.
Oh my god. Because that was kind of one of my favorite bits in The Hobbit when they reintroduced like Saruman before he turns back, but he's like, oh no, he was still always kind of a dick.
He was always kind of a dick, but like he became more of a dick. He became an evil dick.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like it showed him in like there were flashback clips, I think, of like him and Mufasa, Scar and Mufasa being friends. I'm like, oh, that's adorable. And then I'm like, oh, this makes me feel bad.
Oh wait, did they explain
But also
how
Scar's
he
still a dick.
got hit? Does he always have his scar?
No, the scar is what turned him evil.
Oh, but was he
The thing
always
that
named
gave him the scar.
See, that's...
No, that's that his name used to be like literal trash. Like the African
Oh,
word
that's
for
right.
trash. That was always a thing. That's always been a thing.
Well, if you name someone trash, you can't really be that surprised when he, kills his brother and tries to take control of the Pride Land.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Weird. So weird. I got to the point where I just saw so many clips just playing. I'm like, I really just want to sit and watch this now. But it's on Disney Clubhouse that's targeted at like 7 and
yeah.
under. And I'm like, but I need to know.
Oh man.
I need to know.
That's fascinating.
I say as I'm wearing a literal child's t-shirt in extra large.
I mean-
and it fits perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Got Pikachu on. Got lots of Pikachus.
Oh, that's right. Because I remember when one of the last times I went to the Fan Expo in Vancouver, they had the guy Kari Payton, who's like Cyborg in Teen Titans, and he's on The Walking
yeah.
Dead. He's a guest star on Critical Role and a bunch of other things. But I guess he plays Rafiki because when they announced that he was going to be there, I was like, he's Rafiki from the Lion Guard. I'm like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Which is funny because in Critical Role, his character in Critical Role is a guy named Shikasta, who is kind of, in some ways a little bit similar to Rafiki. He's just kind of this guy that just kind of roams around, just shows up, and he's super chill, so not quite like Rafiki.
I like it.
And then he's super chill, and then he vanishes.
Exactly like Rafiki.
Yeah.
Super chill. I'm here. I'm gonna whack you with a stick, and now I'm gone.
Although it was funny because I've seen that, but it's the really famous Vine where the guy's doing the Rafiki thing where he's jumping on the squash banana, but then he falls through. I actually forgot that was from The Lion King, so I just thought that was a funny song. So when we rewatched The Lion King, me and Kris, we watched The Lion King 2, and they were like, let's watch The Lion King, the first one. Because then they're going backwards in time. And we start doing that, I was like, it's the thing from the vine! And I was like, no, the thing from the vine is the thing from the Lion King.
The movie came first.
The movie definitely came first. It was like when we were watching Lord of the Rings with Victoria, and they were describing something, and Victoria was like, oh yeah, it's like the thing from Harry Potter. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that the thing from Harry Potter is like a wrist.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't
One of
help
these
that
things.
somehow the first Lord of the Rings and the first Harry Potter came out within the same year, which is just fucking crazy.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Both came out in 2001. I think Harry Potter came out first, because Lord of the Rings would come out every December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll not get into that, because then I'll start talking about Lord of the Rings, and we'll be here for another hour.
And I gotta go to work soon.
You gotta
so
go to
let's
work
not
soon.
do
It's
that.
true.
I do start like half an hour later today for some odd reason, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
And I might have to go deal with like the most caring Karen that ever caring.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
So really quick story. Yesterday, literally yesterday from this recording, I got called for a price check. Like I was just coming back from lunch or something. I came out and they held up this. How we do price checks is if they can see the employee, we just hold up the item, like really high so you can see it, and we can just walk from there. We don't have to go all the way up.
Okay.
Kind of smart. They had shoes, like still flip flops, and people like to rip the tags off to try them on, even though they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really gross because it's literally the flip flops are in the aisle with the snack foods. I really hate it. So I went and grabbed another pair of shoes, and this woman that was with them already went to go grab them. It was being all huffy, and I didn't care. I just kind of grabbed the shoes from her, and I walked back to the front. Because I walk 100% faster than her with a limp, and that's really sad. And it was a really long lineup. It was a 4 tills open, still around the cashier's lineup.
Ugh.
Yeah, we only have 4 tills.
Excellent.
It was just one of those days yesterday. And so the way our register work is the hardware is really new. It's got a thumb scan. It's got a touchscreen. The software is one step up from dial-up. So I guess people don't understand that. So we can only see like maybe like the past 10 items that we scanned, and we cannot go back up to see the older ones. And our system, like our little scanners, are really bad. Occasionally you scan it once and it'll scan 3 times. Like you'll hear one beep and it will go 3 times. We don't always notice. So if you notice on your receipt right away, well, I'll fix it right away. So about an hour later, this woman phones. And she's complaining about how the cashier charged her like for 3 of one item and 2 of another. And I'm like, usually it only happens to 1 item, if that.
Right.
It's not like an every time thing. It's like a once in a while thing. I'm just listening to her and I'm like, well, if you come in now, I can fix it now. Because, like, you come in I'm trying to explain you can't really come in tomorrow. Because, like, it's food. I can't prove. You can't really prove that you just didn't try to steal food. This is a dollar store, ma'am. She's complaining, and every time I'm trying to explain it, she cuts me off.
Ugh.
And I'm going to speak to your manager. And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting on the floor counting money is actually what I was doing during this phone call. Sitting on the floor behind the till, counting a register. And my cashier is occasionally like doing the till, but she's looking down at me really confused because she can see me getting more and more pissed off with my face. And then she pulled out the line of, do you know who I am?
Ah, there it is.
Oh.
And that's immediately where my brain just turned off and I stopped paying attention fully to what she was saying. But she basically demanded I write a note, said she used to be a cashier too. Your cashiers have to pay more attention. You need to talk to the cashier and she needs to get written up. I'm like, we don't even do write-ups here. It's dollar store, mate.
Man, this is the Wendy's.
Exactly.
And I'm like, when she said that, I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, I'm the person who did the shoes, you know. You came and I think you came and got them from me. Like, yeah, I did. I still didn't care.
Yeah, it's like
I was
so.
at that point. So she demanded me I write a note because I'm like, I'm not there tomorrow morning. I can't do anything tomorrow morning. So I turned to the cashier that was there and she's like, do you remember the lady with the shoes? And she's like, what? And like the ones where I went and got the shoes? And she's like, oh yeah. She bought a lot of stuff. I was like, yeah. Do you remember how many? Because she was complaining about Cheetos specifically.
Of course.
I was like, you know how many Cheetos she bought? And she's like, I don't remember. She had like 2 or 3 kinds and quite a few. And I'm like, but she's like, it all scanned properly because this is like one of my better cashiers. She actually reads the register. I was like, she's claiming that it was double scanned and all that, and she won't come back in now. She wants to come in tomorrow. And she's like, oh no, because we're both here. We're both going into work today. We both close.
Fun.
So I wrote a note to the opening manager. And I said, good luck with this lady. Even at the bottom, like, she tried the do you know who I am line. Good luck.
Yeah.
I feel like this is another day where I'm going to have to call the cops.
Have you had to call the cops before? What am I saying? Of course you have.
Actually, no. The last time that the cops came, the customer called the cops on himself.
I mean, good for him.
He tried to call the cops on me, but it was his own problem.
What did-
So the cops
what
talked
did you
to him
do?
outside, and the cops didn't even come in. So his receipt was fine, but on the phone, he phoned me, and he was saying, like, his item got double charged. I'm like, well, you can come back, and I can fix it. Same problem. But what it was his credit card receipt said it was charged 3 times. I'm like, I can't do anything about your credit card receipt. He said he phoned the bank and said it was my problem. And then I also had to reimburse him for gas.
No,
that's not how it works.
that's not how that works.
No. Because I told him I could come in and fix it. I'm like, yeah, because I thought you got charged an extra item. Not this. This is literally your bank's problem.
Yeah.
So he threw a whole huge fit. I had 2 people offer to take him outside and 1 offered to call the cops for me. Of other customers in line. So basically the guy eventually called the cops for me, and I told him to go ahead. I didn't care. He wouldn't leave me leave the till and go back to clean the store either. I'm like, sir, I have an hour left before I get to go home. I would like to clean.
Yeah.
Story time.
Fun stuff.
You know, I may have certain issues with my job. I don't think I could ever go back to customers to, like, proper, like, retail. Because technically my job is also technically customer service, but, like, it's such a specialty thing. It's like we're dealing with film.
It's customer service to industry.
Customer service to industry. We do occasionally get people like that. Like, oh, your plywood and track mat's dirty, and, like, we don't have
Cool.
enough people to wash it. Deal with it. But God, yeah, I don't miss that at all.
Yeah.
But
It's really bad because the other managers willingly, if I'm in, do not go to the front. I get to go to the front.
well, that's shitty.
That's because I'll just tell people to leave.
Yes.
I'll stop caring. Just get out.
Yeah.
You want to keep arguing with me? I'm just going to say no 50
Yep.
times. Get out.
God, I wish I could have fucking done that when I worked retail.
I did that when I wasn't even a manager. I did that as an employee. They're like, I want to do returns. We don't do returns. I was back to your manager. I don't care. We don't do returns. She's going to tell you the same thing. Get out. Go. You just tell this customer to get out. I'm like, she wanted to do a return. Leave.
I just saved you all from dealing with a problem.
Yes. Like, you're welcome.
Y'all should thank me.
It was usually a laugh and a walk away back to the corner of the store. I'm
Yeah.
like, thanks. I'll continue to sit here for the next 3 hours. I gotta
Yep.
go get ready.
Yeah.
We've done plenty.
I hope you all enjoyed this episode 112 of the JKT Radio Podcast. If you were listening on Spotify on Mondays, or Google Podcasts or anywhere else where you get our podcasts and we can deliver our podcasts to you, don't forget to give us a follow and a little heart, because we heart you all too.
Yes, we heart you all.
If you're listening to this on Wednesday on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed Cat Cam. as well as us Cam. Okay, she's upset
say she's
now.
actually
she
looking
knows
now.
I have to get ready for work. Yeah, she knows I have to get ready for work, and she knows she can't stay in here for work. Listening to this on Wednesday, don't forget to give us a subscribe. Go check out JKT Gaming if you're listening to this on Spotify or on YouTube or anywhere else. Check out JKT Gaming, where you can, maybe one day hear Devin play a video game, and Kris.
Maybe, perhaps.
One day.
At some point.
One day. Or you can listen to me and McBride do some stupid shit.
As long as content's being made, then we're all set. But we'll get there.
And one day we will get Castle Crashers
Fucking
to work
one
because
day.
we're cursed and
Holy shit.
only one game
I
is
remember
allowed to
back
work
when
at a time.
I was involved with Castle Crashers and didn't even work then.
Yeah.
Didn't work then. We're cursed. Only one game is allowed to work at a time.
Apparently.
That's how it works.
Alrighty.
Anyway.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.